We will open this video up with a tweet. Now, full disclosure, I'm recording this on the night of Saturday, May 4th. May the 4th be with you, folks. Because I am going on a trip tomorrow, so I have to pre-record some videos. This means that if this player actually gets traded between the time I record this video and the time it gets publicized on YouTube, then, hey, we'll make a video about it when I get back later in the day. It'll take a while, but for now, we are talking about Mitch Marner. Because, as producer Drew of SDPN went out there and tweeted out, his very last shift as a Toronto Maple Leaf was a classic. Because, in this final clip, you have Mitch Marner and David Pastrnak back-checking, or Marner is back-checking, Pasta is forechecking, and take a look at that, eh? They've got their eyes on the puck. Hampus Lindholm has it right in front of the penalty box. Of course, these two guys are in front of the bench, so they're watching the opposite side of the rink. And then David Pastrnak just goes right by Mitch Marner. Marner doesn't even realize what's going on. Hampus Lindholm dumps it into the corner. Pastrnak pounces onto that puck. He comes in on the backhand. He scores. Marner is there on the back post, and he has nothing to do with this play. Mitch Marner's very last shift as a Toronto Maple Leaf, ladies and gentlemen. And a lot of the replies go out there, and I'm sorry, this is mean. Paul, is that you? Imagine thinking the Leafs don't keep him, yada yada yada, it's given Johnny Gaudreau, Leafs losing, their best player will be iconic. And then there's some, contention as to whether or not this really was Marner's fault, whatever. I'll say this about the goal. Marner, just like most of the people in the building, just like most of the people watching this game at home, we didn't know that Hampus Lindholm was going to try the Sedin off the corner boards play out in front for the rebound chance. No icing because Pasta streaks right in and beats the guy. We didn't know. It's an unorthodox play. When it works, it's beautiful. When it doesn't work, it's a really dumb thing to witness. But Mitch Marner wasn't really the guy at fault in this one. I'll say that William Nylander's back check, if you watch the clip, it doesn't look all too great. You can see that some of the other Leafs just kind of puck watch the entire time as it gets rimmed in, and Pasta is able to pounce on it unscathed. I don't think this is Marner's fault in particular, but that does not negate the Mitch Marner conversation that we still have the capability of having. And again, this video is already being recorded and stuff the night before it's going to be uploaded. So if Marner did get traded, which, I don't think it's really possible because you can't really see trades happening in this time frame. They don't usually go down at this time. If he does get traded, if he does get whatever, then okay, we'll make another video about it later. But for now, Mitch Marner, this guy's got to go. Happy birthday, Mitch, by the way. May 5th, 1997. Yeah, the guy turns 27 years old, and this is the day where you could say that his stock is at an all-time low with the fans of this team and with the organization. We had talked about this in multiple videos leading up to the 2024 playoff series against the Bruins, but it was even Elliot Friedman who went out there and said, if this Leafs core cannot get past the Bees in round 1 in 2024, something is going to happen. And it's not going to be, they're going to acquire a depth player, they're going to make this goalie signing, they're going to get this, they're going to get that. No, they're straight up going to change everything. Matthews, he just re-signed, he's probably staying. Nylander, he just re-signed, he's probably staying. John Tavares, 2 points in 7 games played. Yeah, is that guy going to come back? I don't really know. Mitch Marner, though. Look at that. 3 points, 1 goal, 2 assists in the 2024 playoffs. Some of these plays were great. The pass out in front to Nyes, beautiful play. That's a great, well-earned assist, but he kind of played poorly the rest of the game, you could say. The 1 goal that Marner scored, the deke to the backhand, a very OHL-like move. Such a great dynamic goal, but definitely not one that you're used to seeing, nor is that typically the kind of goal that you'll expect out of your guys in the playoffs. Like, that was such a junior-level goal. Not junior as in like it was bad, but junior as in like you see goals like that scored all the time in the OHL. It was such a nifty, shifty kind of goal that you really can't project that as your playoff strategy, I guess you could say. So for Mitch Marner, with the way that he performed in this postseason run, with the way his contract is structured, it's expiring in 2025 at $10.9 million a year, he does have himself no move protection. But at this point, I mean, with Sheldon Keefe's job in jeopardy, with Brendan Shanahan's job in jeopardy, Brad Treliving may have no choice but to say, hey, Mitch, look, you gotta go. Please waive. Give us a list of teams or whatever. Give us an opportunity to trade you away to a team where you could actually fly high and excel. Because we do recognize Marner's a good, skilled, talented player, but there are very intricate pockets of his career where his play suffers tremendously compared to the body of work that he is very capable of putting up every night. This is one of the most inconsistent guys. He's consistent at being inconsistent. He disappears at the perfect moments to give the Toronto Maple Leafs fans just enough hope to say, hey, he made a beautiful pass. He's so back, man. And then what happens later? Nothing. Maybe it's the Leaf system. Maybe it's the fact that Toronto was not able to score any goals themselves. I mean, Nylander led the team in goals. He played only 4 games. Matthew Knies had more goals than everybody else in the gosh darn team. Maybe it's straight up just the Leaf strategy. Maybe it is Sheldon Keefe. But it's been years and years and years of other coaches and Sheldon Keefe being here and the Matthews era starting out. I mean, it's been, 8 years now? 2016-17 is the first year Matthews did the thing, and here we are in 2024, disappointed as ever. They're still blowing leads to Boston. They're still choking Game 7s to Boston. That hasn't changed. My goodness, Mitch Marner is the guy at this point that I think everybody is projecting to get moved. So my question to you here in this video is, where does it happen? Does he go to Utah? Does he go to Pittsburgh? Does he go to Chicago? Does he play with Bedard? Does he go to a rebuilding team? Does he go to a team that has no expectations whatsoever? We made a video earlier this week, I think. Let's go ahead and try to find it. Where is it? Yeah, see, 4 hours ago. So I'm recording this later on in the night. But Mitch Marner, where is that video? We talked about him getting traded to Utah for Clayton Keller, and at this point, that's starting to become an attractive idea, I would say. I'll reiterate some of the same points there. It's like, hey, Utah doesn't really have too much expectation. They're the Arizona team. That team was pretty bad. And so if Marner is going over to Utah for whatever it is to kick off that franchise's beginnings, he doesn't need to be super amazing. He doesn't need to produce in the playoffs because his team might not even make the playoffs. If he gets his point per game year, then everybody's happy. Nothing else, right? So Marner, who knows where he's going to get traded to? He's probably going to get traded. Elliot Friedman was hinting at it very widely on the comments from a few weeks ago on the radio. I think everybody can kind of see the tea leaves and take a look at who is on this team and who is more projectable to being moved and who is actually important enough to keep around and yada, yada, yada. It's gotta be Mitch, bro. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about the Toronto Maple Leafs and their seemingly inevitable trade of Mitch Marner, and where do you think he is going to get sent to? How much do you think, as well, bonus question, is he going to make on his contract in 25-26? He could get $11-something million and ask for a huge overpayment because that's what he got last time. But we'll see where exactly everything goes over the next few days, weeks, months, years even here. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Firstly, about Mitch Marner's final shift as a Toronto Maple Leaf, and secondly, about the entire Mitch Marner trade idea. I hope you enjoyed this video. 9, and bye.